It's some distance out. Some 30 metres, in fact. Will he go for goal? Indeed he will. And it wasn't too far off in the end. And it might well have taken a deflection. Indeed it has. And that'll be a corner kick to the visitors. The big central defenders come up for it. Well, they made contact, but it was off target. Guinea-Bissau, happy to play it out from the back. As the bigger nation and the only fancied favourites, the onus is on them to play the football. Game hasn't really settled down yet. Rhythm is very much stop-start. And is that midfield battle a sign of things to come? You fancy Sao Tome to sit back, perhaps hit Guinea-Bissau on the break, and yet that hasn't been the pattern of the match so far. They've taken the game to their hosts. Full credit to them for that. Well, they're weathering the storm so far at Guinea-Bissau. And here's their first real attack of note. Mama Balde. Good pressure there, nice flick. Change of direction, played deep out of the back by Rudi Nielsen. Once again, a free kick in a very dangerous position for Guinea-Bissau. They have to defend. So Tome's usual suspects and dead ball specialists are lining up. Dino, number 18, the man who calls himself Pogba. Well, if he emulates the man who's inspired his name, Guinea-Bissau could well be under pressure. Aramith, good save, and there it is! The crucial goal they wanted, and they've got it early on. Jumping for joy, and well they might. Well, I'm sure Guinea-Bissau were expecting Sao Tome to attack, but perhaps not with such venom. So now, having conceded that early goal, Guinea-Bissau have to change their tactics and take the game back to Sao Tome. The visitors, well, their plan has worked like a charm. What do they do now? Do they change their game plan? You're never as vulnerable as when you've just scored a goal. It's the great football cliche. Corner kick. Just past the quarter-hour mark. Very, very deep. Throw in for Guinea-Bissau. From the way he's limbering up, it looks like it's going to be a long one. They're maintaining the pressure here, Guinea-Bissau, and they need to. Going to be another long throw. This time from Balade. Valde again. Needs a good delivery. Rudy Nielsen's pass into space. Goalkeeper forced to come out of his goal there. Was Primo. Did the job. Got to be patient here, Guinea-Bissau. Sao Tome back in possession. Jaramis. Decent delivery. Well, the whistle had gone from the referee. And that enables Guinea-Bissau to start all over. Nanu playing it back to his goalkeeper, Jonas Mendes. They do like to play their way out of defence. Noticed that in the opening leg. But they've got the bit between their teeth now of Sao Tome. That goal has given them tremendous energy. And here they come again. Well, the ball went missing. Sao Tome, lovely skill. Left his man for dead. Nielsen. Neat triangles by Guinea-Bissau. Change of direction. Fortune favours the brave, and that's how it is with that sequence of passing. Nicely done. That's a pretty good dribble, but the tackle was sublime. So them a corner, them a throw in, I should say. Nanu shaping up to take it. Looks like a long one again. Expect a lot of that during this match. Well, referee just checking up on the injured player. Still hobbling. Nanu finds him though. That's a foul throw. Sao Tome taking their time. You don't really blame them. That was the cut back. Guinea-Bissau on the attack again. We're past the halfway mark. These opening 45 minutes. Nice threaded ball through. And that's a great tackle. Crucial tackle. Saving the day. Nicely collected. Another corner kick for Guinea-Bissau. They're ratcheting up the pressure, looking to turn the screw. Good corner kick taken. What a save. Superb save. Keeps his side in the lead on the night. Or Primo or Aldair, whichever name you wish to call him by. That was a super save. Another corner kick. Better defended that time by Sao Tome. That's a better press as well by the visitors, forcing Pele to play all the way back. Nicely taken and well stolen. Well, their last line of defence, time and time again, is coming to the rescue of Sao Tome. But for how much longer? That really was the best chance yet for them, for the hosts, Guinea-Bissau, I should say. Keen to get a move on now. You don't blame them. Mane, nicely played. just straight offside though. Played long. Well, they're not afraid to play route one, the visitors, and expect a lot more of it as we get deeper into the game. As it is, 1-1 the scoreline on aggregate over the two legs. And if the scoreline stays like that at the end of these 90 minutes, well, that means extra time. That'll be a corner kick. I wonder if he was aiming for that. Now, this was where we had the excellent opportunity for Guinea-Bissau just a few minutes ago. And once again, they get to the header first. And that'll be another corner kick. This time from the other side. And Balde scuttles over to take it. He's their dead ball specialist. The big defenders have come up for it, or rather they've stayed up for the second corner. Swings it in. Headed out. Yeah, didn't really get a clean contact on the shot. Much to the relief of Sao Tome. Patience is the name of the game now for Guinea-Bissau. I think they're probably over the shock of conceding the early goal. Now they've just got to play their way back into the match. They've been dominating the game, the goal aside, of course. Enjoyed the lion's share of possession. Every Sao Tome player, bar one, back in his own half. And now everybody is. That's a lovely pass, perfectly weighted. Decent ball in. And he throws his hands in the air. Pele, because he knew that was a golden opportunity. Just mistimed his run, didn't get there soon enough. But positive signs from the hosts. Nanu needs support. Forced to check back. Well, that'll be a free kick to Guinea-Bissau. Harsh challenge. Easily kept in by Nanu. Lovely curling ball, and once again, a free header, but way off the mark, and that's a concern for both teams. Too many chances squandered by Guinea-Bissau. Too many Guinea-Bissau strikers left unmarked by Sao Tome. There's work to do from both sides. He's a constant threat on that right channel. Leaves it for Nanu. Mane stays available. Back to Nanu. Does well, very well. And yet another corner. I've lost count of the corners for Guinea-Bissau, especially down this right-hand side. Now, Sao Tome really need to set their defence better here. Guinea-Bissau players have been queuing up for a free header. And this time, Guinea-Bissau don't win a corner. It's a free kick. Ball bounces kindly for Guinea-Bissau. And they've got numbers here. Some 10 minutes to half time. And you rather think if Sao Tome and Principe can get to the changing rooms without the scoreline changing, that'll be some kind of moral victory for them. And certainly a strong platform for them to build on for the second half. I expect Guinea-Bissau's coach, Bakir Akande, to read them the riot act. I dare say he'll give them a real rollicking. They were complacent at the start of the game. Not suggesting that they thought they had one foot in the second round already. The first half has fallen into a very familiar routine and pattern. And all this since that sucker punch goal conceded by Guinea-Bissau. They're playing catch-up. They're huffing and puffing. Time Nanu's thrown, penalised. Cleared, but only as far as another Guinea-Bissau player, Nanu. Virtually all of the Guinea-Bissau team in the attack. Taken off the head of Nokera. Scuttling around, very busy player is Kande, the captain. Now's a chance. They get behind the defence. And that's very well claimed by Primo. 29-year-old. Plays his football at Praia Cruz on the island of Sao Tome. Two islands, in fact, hence the name, Sao Tome and Principe. Very much the David in this David and Goliath clash. There's the long ball. Told you to expect it. And they are certainly delivering on it for Sao Tome. Sao Tome, if you're interested, it's two islands are in the Gulf of Guinea, off the western equatorial coast, Central Africa. Close to Guinea-Bissau, they're in the Western African football zone. Sao Tome's motto is unity, discipline, and labour. And it's those three virtues which will help them if they're to hold on here. Because they're under the cosh at the minute. And in fairness, have been for the past half an hour. Ever since they scored the goal. But that was to be expected. First to the ball, winning all their duels. Nanu. Just under 5 minutes till half time. Not expecting too much stoppage time. Game has been relatively free-flowing. Bobo's doing a great job there. It's a bit like having a 12th man. They're on the back foot here, though. Mani screamed out for it. His wish was granted. Gets it back again. Ball over the top. Still alive. Teasing wing play. Mani again. That's an excellent pass. And the idea was excellent. Unfortunately, Pele ruled offside. Plays his football in England. Nottingham Forest in the English Midlands. Land of Robin Hood. Well, we need to fire down some arrows on this Sao Tomé defence if his team are to reach the second round of African World Cup qualifying. There's a man down. Referee having words with the Guinea-Bissau captain, Mamadou Kandé. Incident seemed to be off the ball. Hard to see which part of the body is affected. No matter, he's back on his feet. He's clutching his groin. Might have been right in his private parts. Every man's worst nightmare. Certainly every footballer's. I expect we'll see him back on again. It's Capito. Came on as a substitute in the first leg, replacing José, or Zé as he's known. Both players play their domestic football at Praia Cruz. Straight back on with the first touch. And there's a large gap between the midfield of Sao Tomé and their central defensive line. Coaches do like there to be even amounts of space between the three lines, defence, midfield and attack. Common sense, of course. Makes the passing game easier. And there's one pass, which doesn't find its target. Looking to counter now. Powerful player is Capito. I think that's why he's got the nod in the starting 11 today. Coach Gustav Nyuma wants him to use his power. The crowd has gone quiet, relatively quiet by African standards. This dribble might liven them up. Or defended too many. And the goalkeeper gets a rare touch. Doesn't really have to do much today. Jonas Mendes. For picking the ball out of the net, of course. We're into stoppage time. We've got 2 minutes of it. Can they snatch a goal just before the half-time whistle? Promising position. Ball flashing across the goal mouth. Still time, we've got another minute yet. Heavy challenge. He had every right to go for it. Sportingly. Helps the injured man up to his feet. Free kick quickly taken. Referee insisting it had been played from where the injury took place. The attack again. And if they were to take a 2-goal lead on the stroke of half-time, wouldn't that be a story? And the referee blows his whistle, signalling the end of the first half. And who would have expected that scoreline? Guinea-Bissau 0, Sao Tome and Principe 1. Iniesta, the scorer of the goal, after 11 minutes. And what that means is this tie is perfectly balanced on aggregate, 1-1. Both teams go into the dressing room knowing they've got 45 minutes to make the difference and reach the second round of the African World Cup qualifiers. As I said, love to be a fly on the wall. The two coaches and their respective team talks. Don't go away. Make sure you join us in 15 minutes' time. Welcome back to this crucial Africa World Cup qualifier between Guinea-Bissau and Sao Tome and Principe. 1-0, the surprise scoreline to the visitors, Sao Tome, which means the tie is perfectly even on aggregate, 1 goal apiece. In the first leg, it was Guinea-Bissau's Joseph Mendes who scored a penalty 5 minutes from time to break the hearts of Sao Tome fans, officials and players. But they've mended those hearts with their first half performance. The country's motto is unity, discipline and labour. They showed that in the first half and they need to show it more in the second. 45 minutes separating one of these teams from a place in the World Cup qualifying second round in Africa. We have a substitution for the hosts. And coming on, just check exactly. It's Moreto Kasama, but who's coming off for him? He gets the first touch. It's a reminder of the scoreline. Second touch for Kasama. What kind of an impact can he have on this match? His team need him to do something, that's for sure. Driving run. The idea is clear enough. Chance of the counter-attack though for Sao Tome. 3 against 5. Might still come. It was a free kick. Showing a little bit too much eagerness there. Well, I'm sure Guinea-Bissau's coach, Basira Kande, gave him a good talking to during the half-time break. But they've got to keep their composure. They can't play too gung-ho, too recklessly. 45 minutes, it's a long time in football. But what they do need to show, above all, is the right attitude. Their home fans expect that. Free kick taken deep. Looking to go to the corner, didn't realise the ball had fallen kindly for him. It's a foul on the substitute. Referee ordering the Sao Tome players away from Kasama. He's replaced Rudy Nielsen. And he plays his football. It's Algiris in Lithuania. Chance now, flags up though. Flag goes up in a heartbeat. Good decision. Quick decision at any rate. And once again, buying precious seconds here. Primo. Exactly breaking the rules, perhaps bending them. But here come Guinea-Bissau again. Superb speed. That was a reckless challenge. Referee points to the corner spot. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Quickly taken. Whipped in. A little bit too much on it. Good technique though, by Pele. You'd half expect technique, great technique from a player with that name. An acrobatic effort as well, just couldn't get contact on it. An almighty clearance, goodness me. And we saw instances of that in the first leg. Route 1 football, straight down the middle. This is unusual. Sao Tomé prepared to make a substitution. But only a couple of minutes into the half, I wonder. Was that the injury we saw there? And Jose comes on. Yes, he's hobbling. Well, Jose, of course, started the first leg. Also known as Zé. Plays his football at Praia Cruz. He would be put out by the atmosphere, having played in the first leg. Played the first hour of it. Deep ball in, decent delivery. I don't think the goal will stand. Yeah, there's no celebrations by the players. The referee's assistant's flag is up. It was an old school challenge. Well, I don't think he's play acting. Primo was clattered there. Good news, he's back on his feet. And we're good to go. Deep delivery again. Back four of Guinea-Bissau, keeping their line. Is their substitute. Kasama. Flags up though. Frustrating for Pele. Thought he was clean in on goal. Again, huge clearance. Looking to draw Guinea-Bissau's defenders out of position. Very much in position now, though. Superbly timed tackle. Well, this is what I mean by playing a patient game, playing a clever game as well. They know full well that Sao Tome will do everything to frustrate them. Well, he wanted it sooner, did Pele. His teammate going around the houses. But the end result, nearly pretty good. Just as in this first half, they're beginning to build the pressure nicely. Yeah, it's a foul throw. Not for the first time either. Just to confirm that Zay, the substitute, he came on for Capito. So that's a direct role reversal of the substitution from the first leg. Very well worked. Had to break out of defence under pressure. Capata. Nice idea. That's an excellent ball. Ouch. Referee spotted that. He will have words. Well, to both players' credit, they've just got up and got on with it. It's good to see. Ten minutes into the second half. The game is pretty much carried on from where it left off in the first half. Delivery pinged in at pace. Very good ball. And that passing again in the midfield, very accomplished. Guinea-Bissau, be warned. This is the tightrope that they're walking now. They know they need to get men up. But they can't isolate their defence. No chance of that. Jonas Mendes launches it long. If the game should go to extra time, fitness levels will be key. I wonder, did they watch the penalty shootout a couple of days ago when Tanzania knocked out Burundi? It's a lovely ball. The backspin. I was about to say, he kept the ball in play. He certainly slowed the pace of the ball down. Useful tactic to use. Requires terrific technique, of course. Well, he was waiting for that. Lovely turn. Good balance as well. Oh, yes. Pele, can he keep it in? He can. Good ball in. Free head up over the bar. Skimmed the roof of the net, but on the wrong side. Wrong side for Guinea-Bissau, but that's promising. Very well worked there by the hosts. And they've been doing that all match, just stretching the Sao Tome defence on both wings. And interestingly, with all those long balls, especially the goal kicks, Guinea-Bissau have been winning every aerial duel. Needs support. He's lost it. Man goes down. Play for a penalty. Referee having none of it. Some tasty tackles. Some ding-dong duels in that midfield. Kasama, great technique. Now that was wildly ambitious. A change since he came on though. Change to the setup. For the better, I should add. Not happy with that decision of the hosts. Not shy in telling the match official either. Need to watch that. Put a lid on it. The aerial tennis, heading tennis comes to an end. It's a second chance. Thought about pulling the trigger. As did his teammates. Well, it pays to be bold because they've won a corner. That's just by positive action. Guinea-Bissau just leave two defenders back in their own half. It's very deep. Ball still in play. And he apologises. Mendes thought about playing it long, but it's very much Guinea-Bissau style to play their way out of defence. Very refreshing to watch as well. Wonder if they'll still stick to it in the final 10-15 minutes. Kande, the captain, made himself available, wasn't needed. Kasama, substitute. And he certainly brought some energy to his team. Perhaps trying too hard. It is a team sport after all. Just needs to synchronise with his teammates. That's good double defending, double marking by Guinea-Bissau. There's the outlet again. Very, very nearly. Great first touch. Guinea-Bissau watching as Ivanaldo beats the ball clear, and that's a sign. Guinea-Bissau will have seen that. Could be a sign of desperation. Up in the ante now. Tried a bit too much of that, but look at the upper body strength. Ball still alive. Very much alive. He's got behind the defence. Great header. Because there was a man lurking there at the far post. They are stepping up the pressure though, Guinea-Bissau. Needs a good clearance. And it was. It's a hopeful ball, asking an awful lot of his teammates. But it does relieve the pressure. It's only a temporary respite. Look at the confidence, goes past 2, but not 3. Not sure his coach would have approved of that. Fortune favours the brave. We're past the 1 hour mark. 30 minutes to go. Guinea-Bissau enjoying the lion's share of the possession, that's for sure. The Wild Dogs, that's their nickname, the Jurtus. Certainly feral energy about them. And if you want Sao Tome and Principe's nickname, it's one to remember: the Falcons and True Parrots. Quite sure what the True Parrots means. There are fake parrots. Ambitious shot. The goalkeeper wasn't off his line. But they haven't created many chances in this match, full stop. Not even sure you'd call that a half chance. What's striking though is that Guinea-Bissau, whilst enjoying the possession, they'll have noticed that Sao Tomé have a lot more shirts, those yellow shirts up the field there. They're getting no joy when the visitors defend deep. A defensive line of 3, sometimes 4, is very, very strong. Would it be a bad tactic? I'm not saying they should offer a chance, but they should certainly try to lure Sao Tome further up the field. Easier said than done. Kande, the captain. Deep conversation. San Mane. Kasama. That's a great double challenge. Double marked. 3 against 4. Goes into the corner, does Haramis. Oh dear. Completely miskicked. That's a great first touch. Second one wasn't too shabby either. Lovely dummy. Pele. Great defending, textbook defending in fact. Great burst of speed. Here's the cut back. Golden opportunity. And there it is. The goal that's been threatening. Guinea-Bissau equalise on the night. And just as important, they take the lead on aggregate. Well, their pressure has finally paid off. They were huffing and puffing. They were knocking at the Sao Tome defensive door. The home fans are delirious. Separated from them by this athletics track. But no matter. They've got the reward. And now it's game on. 2-1. It was the patience which brought the goal. And no small amount of team play as well. Well, the referee's brandishing a yellow card. I think that's for excessive celebrations. But who does he give it to? Well, there's a player with a shirt off. It could well be him. Yeah, it's Pele. He's just putting it back on. Let's see if the referee gives it to Pele. Pele throws his arms into the air. Yep, referee's trying to get Pele's attention. I beg his pardon. In the end, it was Joseph Mendes. Well, if the goal gets them through to the second round of World Cup qualifying, and I don't think he'll mind a yellow card at all, Joseph Mendes. Wait and see. 2-1 overall, 1-1 on the evening. And we have a quarter of this match yet to play. Kasama. There's a reckless challenge. Maybe just a sensible thing, Kasama. He's about to walk away. They call it emotional intelligence, they tell me. Going back, checking up on your victim, so to speak. And maybe it worked in that case because the referee didn't flash a yellow card. So what now? Sao Tome played superb football, or perhaps not superb quality football, but certainly played with great heart. Here come Guinea-Bissau again. Play on, says the referee. It's a good advantage. It was Mendes again. Guinea-Bissau flags up. Don't think he realised. Ballooned the ball over the bar. Guinea-Bissau have a man down as well. Joseph Mendes has now scored in both legs. Man who plays his domestic football in France. in Ajaccio. It's in Corsica, not on the mainland. The Island of Beauty. And that was certainly a beautiful moment for Joseph Mendes. And whilst Mendes was the man who converted the chance, you've got to say that was a terrific team goal. He's clutching his shoulder though, his right shoulder. This is Pele. For a second I thought the assistant was about to signal a substitution. Meanwhile, play goes on. Pele's allowed back onto the pitch. Watch out for that shoulder though. That's confidence in your speed. And it paid off. He earned himself a throw-in. Well, as it stands, if the scoreline stays the same, Guinea-Bissau are into the next round of World Cup qualifying. All Sao Tome need, though, is one goal. And that will give them the precious place. Because they'll have scored 2 away goals. Remember the scoreline from the first leg? 1-0 to Guinea-Bissau. Brave header. Pele having words. Doesn't rise to the provocation. That was Zay getting in the face of Pele. Lovely touch. That was Zay. It's his positive side. The challenge is coming thick and fast now. And once again, it's those two. It's Zay targeting Pele. It's time for a change. Off comes Eduardo Varela. On comes Bobo. Will it be an inspired substitution? Is Bobo, I said, but he also goes by the name of Dinho and Pogba. Often the case with Portuguese-speaking countries. Brazil is the most famous case. They do like nicknames. Pele, of course, a better example. There's also Hulk, named after the incredible Hulk. They love to attack down the wings to Guinea-Bissau. And the noise levels have rocketed now, ever since Guinea-Bissau scored that goal. Time for another substitution for the hosts. I wager this will be a defensive one. Appeals for a corner kick. It's Tony Silva who's come on. just as he did in the first leg. He's got about 10 more minutes this evening. I'll certainly enjoy it if the scoreline stays the same. It's a big if, though. Sao Tomé in possession. Danger cleared. Now this will suit Guinea-Bissau. It's their turn to take their time with set pieces and whatnot. We're happy just to spray the ball across the back line. It's the same again, and why not? Not too much though. There's a lunge forward by Mane. But they've hardly created anything all match, Sao Tome. They need to change that in these final 15 minutes. It is the hosts who have the ball. Certainly here the home fans a lot more animated. Decent ball into space for Pele. That's well read. Oh, well played. Great weight on the ball, on the pass, especially given that he was on the deck. Backside on the pitch. Zay. Well, they're just about holding onto the ball, but they need to do more. Guinea-Bissau. More creative side and the better passing of the two teams. Falls kindly to Pele onto his right boot. Subtle pass, and there's the goal. That's game over. Lovely, well-worked goal again. Oh, guess who? It's the danger man. He can't stop scoring. Needs to keep his shirt on this time though. Otherwise, he's going to get an early bath. But he makes a beeline to his home fans. He's just a natural striker, isn't he, Mendes? It's a gift. He's got those predatory instincts to pop up in the right place at the right time. Well, I say it's game over. I mean, no disrespect at all to Sao Tome and Principe. But they need to score 2 goals now. And that's a tall order, given how little they've created in this match so far. Certainly a feeling of game over amongst the Guinea-Bissau players and their wild celebrations. And 2 goals by Joseph Mendes. In what, 12 minutes? Put a completely different complexion on this match. And that's why goal scorers are so highly rated, especially in the transfer market, because they genuinely make the difference. You can have the best playmaker in the world and the most solid defenders, but if your striker isn't converting his chances, it means nothing. Joseph Mendes has taken both of his chances. Guinea-Bissau, they lead 3-1 on aggregate and are now just, 10 minutes away from reaching the second round of the African World Cup qualifying round. They'll join the likes of Ethiopia, Tanzania, Equatorial Guinea, Liberia, not to mention Malawi, Mozambique, Djibouti and Zimbabwe in the hat for the second round. And if you don't understand the system, the first round has featured 14 matches or 14 ties over 2 games each. Now, the 14 winners of those games go into the hat with the 26 African teams ranked above them in the FIFA standings. That makes a grand total of 40. They're divided up into 10 groups of 4. And the 10 group winners will then play off and knock out ties against each other. And the 5 winners of those 5 games will earn the precious ticket to go to the Qatar World Cup in 2022. Simple as that, but it's a long, long road. And it started here. Guinea-Bissau, they won't forget this match in a hurry, nor will their fans. Nor will the neutrals either. Had to do it the hard way, coming from behind on the day. Dogged defending. Credit to Sao Tome. They're not going down without a fight. But they need 2 more goals. And they're in the wrong end of the pitch for that. They have to defend again. Every player bar 1 is back in his own penalty area. Free kick. Kasama, favourite to take it. And a bad delivery. Flash header. Whizzing over the crossbar. And he's not in a hurry, Primo, which is unusual, because his team are in desperate straits here. And they lose possession. It's a foul. That doesn't help Sao Tome's cause whatsoever. He does a sporting thing. Pele fancies his chances from the set piece. Very much doubt whether he'll try his luck from there. Not the idea. Kande, the captain, not afraid to pass the ball back. But be careful though. Doesn't get complacent and doesn't take their eye off the ball. Kande again. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Guinea-Bissau play this type of game for what's left of this match. Sao Tome preparing another substitute. And the last substitution hasn't really worked. And this is their third and final substitution. Preparing to come on. Wilson da Apresentação. It's a confirmation. Just a teenager. And he will come on for Sao Tome's goal scorer, Iniesta. It seems a long time ago now. Over an hour. And Iniesta gave Sao Tome the lead. Not against the run of play, I should add. He really came out all guns blazing. Shot drilled in. If Sao Tome were to snatch a goal here, wouldn't necessarily be a consolation goal. It could well give them the energy and confidence to go on to better things. It's not over till it's over. Around this time of the game in the first leg, when Guinea-Bissau on their penalty, which Mendes converted. In fact, he's got a hat-trick of goals over the two legs, as Joseph Mendes. Not a bad tally, is it? The 28-year-old. Pele, Kasama. Piketty. Appeals for a penalty. Dismissed. Pele. Well, they're just enjoying themselves now. Are the wild dogs of Guinea-Bissau. And I say that in the nicest possible way. It's their nickname. The Jurtus. Small stadium, just was the case in the first leg in Sao Tome at the National Stadium. And incidentally, both stadiums carry dates. 12th of July, the National Stadium's name for Sao Tome and Principe. 24th of September, the name for this stadium here in Bissau. Drilled in, not a bad effort. Well, that's what I was talking about. Only needs a moment of brilliance to change the dynamic of the game. Superb shot. He kept it low as well. The goalkeeper had to get down on his haunches to stop that. Can they build on it? Certainly giving them some positive energy. They've won a free kick. But it's not over till it's over. Sao Tome is staring defeat and elimination in the face. They may as well go down fighting. Rather telegraphed. Captain, Guinea-Bissau, Mamadou Kandé, spotted that straight away. Another long bursting run down the middle. Just over 2 minutes of the regulation 90 to play. And I fully expect there to be at least 2 minutes of stoppage time. Bearing in mind the wild celebrations for both Guinea-Bissau's second half goals. Those two coming within the space of what, 11 minutes? You've had a couple of injuries as well. So there is still time for Sao Tome. Brilliant run. Outside of the boot, and that comes off the crossbar. Danger's still alive. Drilled shot Nogueira. Well, they're embracing already. Guinea-Bissau, that is. Referee. Not sure what the referee was saying, or perhaps ordering the player off the pitch, because it's another substitution. There it is indeed. Well, that comes to nothing. Joseph Mendes has been substituted. Chance of another goal here. And we'll have to make do with a corner kick. Not that it will make much of a difference, but it is Romario Balde who's come on to replace the goal-scoring hero, the two-goal hero, Joseph Mendes. The 90 minutes is up. We're into stoppage time. Three against four. Make that 5. Can he keep it in? No. Frustration on the bench of Sao Tome and Principe. They face the long journey back home, thinking about what might have been. But nobody can fault their commitment and endeavour. And still they come, Guinea-Bissau. They want to win this match in some style. Bundled off the ball. That'll be a free kick. They're taking their time. Another goal would quite simply be the icing on the cake. Whipped in. Excellent delivery. There's a captain, Kande, leading by example. The goalkeeper's down for Sao Tome. Primo. Calling for attention is the referee. Well, given that Sao Tome didn't make the CAN earlier this year, and Guinea-Bissau did, there was the evidence that Guinea-Bissau were the favourites. As I said, if you're playing in this first qualifying round, then you're not a heavyweight of African football. But if you look at the respective FIFA rankings, that tells its own story. Sao Tome are ranked 183, and that's out of 211. To put that into perspective, they're ranked just above Bhutan and just below Macau. As for Guinea-Bissau, they're ranked 123. That's some 60 places above Sao Tome. So all this to say that the true Parrots and Falcons have really played their part in what's been an entertaining match, especially the second half. You couldn't have scripted it better if you're a neutral, to have the underdog snatch an early goal and then sit back and defend it. They really forced Guinea-Bissau to take the game to them. Those wild dogs of Guinea-Bissau had to show their mettle and composure. And they did that. And how? Everybody now just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. Without being unkind, to put Sao Tome and Principe out of their misery. And there it is! Final whistles blown. Ecstasy for Guinea-Bissau. And agony for the visitors, Sao Tome and Principe. Well, the celebrations are rather subdued, I have to say, by Guinea-Bissau. And maybe that's because they spent themselves with the goals. There's a confirmation. Guinea-Bissau win 3-1 on aggregate after coming from behind to win 2-1 on the day. Story of the game, Iniesta gave Sao Tome the lead after just 11 minutes. Guinea-Bissau, they had to wait till after the hour for Joseph Mendes to equalise. That made the score 1-1 on the day. And then just over 10 minutes later, the arch striker popped up again to make the final score 2-1 on the day and 3-1 overall on aggregate. I think another reason why Guinea-Bissau aren't celebrating wildly is maybe because they're exhausted. Sao Tome really made them work hard throughout this match. As I said, they were chasing the game for a good hour before they equalised. Scored the goal that really gave them breathing space, that second insurance goal. Their coach, Basira Kande, can rest easy now. The celebrations will start in earnest now, certainly on the streets of Bissau, all over the country, Guinea-Bissau. You can hear the music blaring already. Sweet joy, what a joy it is to reach the second round of African World Cup qualifying. Spare a thought though for the plucky Sao Tome and Principe. Small nation of just 200,000 people. They more than played their part in what's been a highly entertaining match, and entertaining two legs, you have to say. Now that's it from me, Tony Jeffers. I certainly hope you've enjoyed the entertainment. Join us again, hopefully, for the second round of African World Cup qualifying, when we go to the group phase. 10 groups of 4, a lot more excitement, passion and entertainment coming your way. That's goodbye from me.